Oh, we rolling? Hey, Gen Z proved me wrong. Ooh, what's this? The infallible Jake Monroe has been bested by a child? Now, of course, you guys know that my shtick is that Grandpa yells at Cloud. But occasionally, you do come across some creative geniuses who manage to escape the content copying industry and society that we live in because they're so talented. They merely cannot be copied. I'm about to show you content that's so good, it's been seldom reiterated because it's so difficult to replicate because of how intelligent the original content is. Are you excited? I'm positively dripping from salivating. I don't have a gash. I have boy parts. So I'm scrolling through Instagram, and lo and behold, I come across an Instagram reel that actually makes me laugh. And it was created as an ad for a product. I was so impressed. I watched the whole thing. I watched the whole thing again. Now, you've probably seen Jericho 1 a few times. Maybe a lot over on TikTok, but not here. But I have seen their type of content get ripped off before, but not quite as good as they did it. Maybe they got it from somewhere else. Who's to say? I'm not entirely original either. Let's just say I was the best at doing it. So we're gonna go through and watch some of their content and react to it because I feel like it needs to be seen. These boys do need a shout out for the exposure. You're welcome, fellas.
Where should I put all this grape juice?
Over there. Watch out for the scrunchie.
Okay, boys.
Time for bed.
Night, Mom and Dad.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Don't even think about it.
All right, good night.
Good night. I'm afraid of the dark.
Okay. Can I use my nightlight?
Sure. Good morning, sleepyhead.
It's morning already?
Yeah, I made breakfast.
What'd you make?
Check your pockets.
What are these?
They're the new breakfast bites.
啊，这些太好了。
Have the rest.
Really?
You're gonna need them more than me.
Why?
Because you're going places.
Where?
Stop asking questions! Well, anyways, I gotta get going, so,
Well, hey. Thanks for everything.
Take care of yourself, kid.
Absolutely genius. That is an ad. That's an ad for Totinos. I don't know what those are. I don't know if we have them here. But their content is well paced. It's well thought out. It's well acted. The product is easy to recognize in the skit. But the thing is, it fits in so well with the rest of the skit, it actually feels like just another part of the skit. And their content tends to feel a lot like a fever dream. Like when you're dreaming, this kind of shit makes sense. And then when you wake up, you're like, why was I a walrus giving a hand job to an android? It felt right at the time. I was truly in love with that android, that walrus-loving android. But now that I'm awake, I feel nothing. Moving on. And it's definitely inspired me whenever I start getting brand sponsorships again because I've stopped asking for them. And I think if I do start doing brand sponsorship, what am I talking about? Jake, you did a punk rave brand sponsorship and you like rode through the city on your bike and like did a photo shoot and rented out a photo studio to show it all off. I'm great. I'm perfect. I don't need to change a thing. What am I talking about? Back to these boys. So you're probably wondering, Jake, are they as consistent as they are talented? Well, yeah, because I've seen them a bunch of times and they do come up with increasingly fresh ideas. So let's have a look at some more. I'm so excited. Why am I hungry? It's 10 to 8. This is usually when I eat. I'm doing this video instead of eating today.
Can I get some help over here?
I'm busy. Oh, so we're throwing things now?
Oh, that's rich, coming from someone who's throwing this relationship away.
Dude, we're not married. What do you mean? We're just two male men.
Good point.
They are two male men. I love it.
Tire tread's low.
Coming in for service.
Did we just get robbed?
I think so.
I'm not cut out for this. I quit. What are you doing?
Something I should have done a long time ago.
Hop on. That's genius.
It's brilliant. It's not just a series of like completely random It is. It's exactly what it is. But the fact is that it's also funny. It's got great comedic timing, which I always appreciate. I'm a big fan of comedic timing because most of the time, the timing's the most important part. Don't believe me? Check out this clip.
She's not Sheva.
She looks like Tomb Raider. That's weird.
Did you put a mod in this?
No.
They're able to switch from one tone to another, and they got costumes and shit, and they acquired a tandem bicycle to ride down their apartment the whole way. This is how people should have been using TikTok. These are the kinds of people we should be appreciating and elevating in our society as a good example of how to make content. Don't look at me. I took the easy route. Don't worry, I will be remedying that relatively soon. Back to the boys.
I am not kissing you.
It literally landed on you.
I don't care, that's weird. You're such a baby.
They're not.
I need to get some fresh air. Oh, why don't you give me some Taco Bell while you're at it?
Open a Taco Bell.
Can I get 2 Cantina chicken burritos?
Pull up to the second window.
Let's eat.
Not so fast. We have to pray first. Dear God, we thank you so much for this food. I pray you bless it to our bodies. In Jesus' name, amen.
What?
Did you just eat the food?
No.
Well, where did it go?
I don't know, but we gotta get to the bottom of this.
Where do we start?
It was me.
Why'd you do it?
I'll tell you when you're older.
What about now?
Okay, fine, I was hungry.
Pretty immature.
Maybe I am a baby.
Oh god, these guys need to do YouTube. But then, would it ruin the magic having to stretch that out for 10 minutes? I don't know, man. There's a couple of channels I watch that post daily videos of like 5 minutes. But even 5 minutes might be too long. But this is the thing about platform-specific content. Because of course that would benefit from, you know, being horizontal since that's the way your eyes sit. I've always had a problem with vertical content for that reason, from a perspective point of view. It's not like phones are only capable of being vertical. The necessity for things being vertical was made out of laziness. People simply just couldn't be bothered to switch their phone from there to there. Whenever it comes to talking to your phone, this is a far more beneficial perspective, vertical, as it is horizontal. Because me being an individual here in a horizontal space, I have to fill a lot of space with interesting stuff or lighting to give your eyes something more interesting to look at. If at any point the unthinkable happens and you lose interest at staring at the most beautiful goth boy you've ever seen in your life. Who's hotter? Who's hotter? Me or Gilbert? Johnny Gilbert. It's me. It's me. I'm smarter. I'm smarter than Johnny Gilbert. If you're not a big fan of my mature masculine features, and you prefer his boyish good looks, then maybe it's my wit. I'm hotter. It was a rhetorical question. Does a bear shit in the woods? Is Jake hotter than Johnny Gilbert? I could bench him. So... back to these boys!
Go, 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 yeah! Touchdown! Touchdown! Let's see that replay.
Where's the TV?
Where'd you put it?
Well, I don't have it.
Well, it couldn't have just grown legs and walked away.
Yeah, but empty your pockets.
What? How would it even fit in my...
I thought you quit.
It's not mine.
So you wouldn't mind if I threw this off the balcony?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Couldn't find it. Good. But I found the TV.
Breaking news. A jewel has just fallen from the sky, killing Nash Greer.
You think they'll know it's us?
Dude, there's no way.
Come outside with your hands up. Don't complete the
Quick! We need the biquadratic formula to bypass the triple encrypted firewall.
On it.
Come on, we're running out of binary.
Give me a second. Got it.
Of course.
I get exhausted watching their content because I'm laughing so hard. That's not true. I get exhausted watching their content because they're in such short, quick cuts. You can see gargantuan levels of I can't be f***ed to do that. There's always a ratio. There's always a graph of 10 content. Jake, put the graph on the screen. On one side, you have content. On the other side, the bottom, I guess, you have can't be as the content gets more complicated to shoot, as there are more elements added, your level of can't be increases. Sadly, sometimes your can't be meter does outshine your this content would be great meter, and you decide not to do it. Instead, you opt to do something not as good. These boys don't seem to have this graph, or have never heard of it, and they seem to look at things and just be like, you know how long that TV probably took to put on the wall? Let's take it off the brackets and walk it across the floor. That's not gonna take a pain in the ass amount of time to put back up there again, or at least my TV would. But these boys don't seem to care. Not a jot. Not a care in the world. Must be nice when you have the guarantee of views to justify the work. It's another graph. Another graph here. More graphs! You see, personally for me, and I've said this on stream, watch my streams by the way, click the bell, make sure you get the notifications from the streams. I stream frequently. But any content I felt like I've been trying to make, like if I'm working pretty hard on this. Look at me, working hard, being a working boy, justifying being out of the workforce. Because I'm still working hard, just on content. This is not a real job. Why do you think people want to do this? Because it's not a real job. It's not hard. We just make it look hard so you don't make fun of us for slipping up. Guys, this is my job. No, it's not. Do you know what time I woke up at this morning? Well, 7, but I'm built different. I work out and I eat healthy. I'm better than you, probably. I'm better than you. Look, you can take the man out of the job, but you can't take the job out of the man. Yeah, that works. Good. But I think that's where these boys actually get a lot of their merit from. Nothing is too far. Nothing is too much for their content. They'll think of something, and instead of shooting it down and being like, I can't really be bothered to do that, or we'll shoot that tomorrow. No, they don't. You know how many times that's happened to me and everybody that I've ever known? Like, let's not do that right now because you can't be bothered. Let's just shoot it next week. You never shoot it next week. The video never comes out. They do it. They do the videos. They put the effort in. It works. This is the kind of shit I've been looking for. Dudes putting in the time and the effort to make cool stuff. Just guys being dudes. But yes, I am going to be adopting this nothing is too big for me to do, which is incidentally the same attitude a lot of promiscuous types have out there, but I'm talking about content. But when I was looking back over my content, and Daddy was getting several 100,000 views a week, and it's written in stone, it's always there, and you'll all know it forever. I'll always be that guy. Never forget. But I realized that I was in lockdown. There was not much else I could do. I couldn't go outside. Oh, if you could have heard some of the ideas I had, with all the privileges I had during that time. But no, I was in Northern Ireland, in lockdown, so not really much I could have done. But I realize now the game has changed. Jakey boy needs to think a little bit harder about the kind of content that he needs to make. Ironic, considering the last 2 videos he's just shat out onto the internet. How long did that take, Jake? About as long as your makeup did? So I'm going to be taking some time, but here's the thing, Jakey boy is also extremely consistent when he wants to be. So I'm also going to be consistent, and the problem is, there's another graph. I want to make fantastically amazing great content. I also want to be there all the time and reap the benefits of being consistent. You can't do both. So if I can be incredibly funny, charming, and entertaining, it doesn't really matter what I'm doing. But if that's no longer getting as many views, maybe Jakey boy should put in some more flipping effort. Censored myself. So we're gonna be working hard to create something new and fresh and original that I can look back on and be like, I did that, which was immediately copied and stolen, and people forgot who originally did it, so who cares? But I'm also gonna continue creating this slop, which is consistent and easy and fun, and I get to be there for you for 20 minutes a day, roughly, as well as the streams, which is pretty much what this channel was always about, is always about being there for you during lockdown. Let's do one more.
Where you going? Not much of a talker, huh?
There's a suspect on the loose wearing a golden fedora. He's armed and dangerous.
Not me.
Who else would it be? It could be anyone, look.
They search for this man who is believed to be involved in a series of serious crimes. Citizens are advised to stay
How can I trust you?
I made his friendship bracelets.
I never got your name.
Jericho.
Grant.
Oh, this is cute. This is a good one. This is good.
Hey, I never got where you were going.
Some exclusive party with no +1s.
Can I come? Sure. Let's do it.
Man, that's a great one to end on. I really am the master of poetic endings. So allow me to ruin it by rambling for a couple more minutes about me. This is my channel, I can do whatever I want. And if you don't like it, then leave a comment, let me know how it can be better. I'm nothing without an audience. Just telling jokes into the void and the abyss. Was that good? Who knows? There was no one there to hear it. Try as you might, I'm impossible to get rid of. And I went through a lot over the last 3 or 4 months. I really did. I considered a lot of things. I considered stopping doing a lot of things. I considered changing everything. And while I did apply a lot of the new things to my life, which are working out great, by the way, I also realized that in my attempt to leave this all behind and become someone completely different, I had a touch of remorse. Weirdly, I imagined missing you. I had a sense of longing for this. I thought, you're about to be in your mid-30s. It's time to hang up the leather jacket and put the makeup in the bin. And I thought, no. Batman was Batman until he could physically be Batman no more. And I will continue to do this until I have no strength in my hands to press record on the camera, which I forgot to do. I had jokes. So I'm back, you slags! And I'm gonna be posting consistently and filming consistently until I can physically do neither any longer. And I'm going to make a stink as long as I'm here, okay? I'm the most entertaining, hardworking, and funniest goth in this stinking subculture on this website. And I don't care what you say. We know it's true. So I thought, why quit? Something I'm so good at. So here I am. Forever. And for those of you who like me a lot, this is probably really great news. If you're one of those goth channels that likes to spend most of their time shitting on me, well, lucky you. Your prime source of content has returned. You're welcome. Guys, leave a comment down below saying literally anything you want. Don't say that verbatim, it's not funny. I will see you next week for more crazy fun. And I might even have a fun skit planned out for it. Let's see if anybody gets a skit out the door before I do next week, based entirely on the fact that I've mentioned that that's what I'm doing. And you think people don't rip me off? They do. I'm still not the bass player from Motionless in White. That is a dude entirely ripping me off. Justin! I had a great day today because I made it a great day. And I will see a lot more of you, as you will I, in the future. Goodbye, everybody.